Just how significant is the danger of fire in the U.S.? Consider this. At an average of 1,400 deaths each year, the United States has one of the highest fire-related fatality rates in the industrialized world. There are more fires reported annually in New York City alone than in the entire country of Japan. To reduce their statistics, engineers are now designing structures that incorporate more fire-resistant building materials to meet the more stringent building codes on fire protection. One innovative new material is today's featured model of excellence.
Anybody has any questions for Mike, if they'll ask him now?
We asked Dr. Michael Huddy, President and CEO of International Barrier Technology, about the evolution of flame-retardant building materials.
People have been interested in fire-rated building products since man began to live in combustible structures. The BlazeGuard technology utilizes pyrrhotite, which is a thin coating that we see reference to in literature dating back to the early 19th century. Barrier, since the 1990s, has been improving upon manufacturing and material handling technologies and has just recently been able to offer this product as an economic alternative to building products.
First introduced in the 90s to replace wood decomposing as a result of being treated with fire-retardant chemicals, BlazeGuard is now considered a standard building material for some of the country's largest contractors.
We specify BlazeGuard because Hyde Park prides itself on the selection of the highest quality materials available. BlazeGuard also reduces our exposure to risk. Besides exceeding fire code requirements for flame spread, it's also resistant to mold and mildew. With BlazeGuard, there's no toxic chemicals or structural compromises.
The component providing fire protection and added strength in BlazeGuard, pyrrhotite, contains properties similar to cement, but takes fire resistance a step further. Its very structure allows pyrrhotite to actually lock water into the coating's molecular matrix. This water is released as water vapor only when exposed to the heat generated by fire. This makes the treated panel 3 times as resistant to fire as an unprotected wood surface. Here at the Florida State Fire College, we get to see the effectiveness of BlazeGuard firsthand. The structure on the left is protected by the BlazeGuard sheathing. The building on the right was constructed using unprotected standard OSB.
What we predict will happen is the building on the right should torch up and burn completely, and the one on the left, the coated material has a 30-minute burn rating on it. It should not burn.
Today at the Florida State Fire College, we attempted to burn 2 similar structures. One built out of BlazeGuard, Barrier's patented fire-rated sheathing, and one built out of commercially available oriented strand board. Once the identical fuel sources were ignited in each of the buildings and one in between, the oriented strand board quickly caught fire and was consumed and fell over, and the BlazeGuard material never ignited.
In less than 9 minutes, the structure on the right has completely burned to the ground. The BlazeGuard structure, although slightly charred in places, remains intact. The mineral composition of the pyrrhotite coating shields the wood it is applied to in a non-combustible coating, resulting in the development of less smoke and noxious fumes that would overcome a person trying to escape. The extra 30 minutes afforded by the BlazeGuard protection is precious time for inhabitants to escape, for firefighters to rescue trapped victims and minimize structural damage.
It held up well, the conduction, really good.
Well, in fact, you got your total model comparison.
Reviews from experts throughout the industry have praised the effectiveness of BlazeGuard. In 1991, Popular Science recognized BlazeGuard by presenting Barrier with their prestigious Best of What's New Technology Award.
A BlazeGuard fire-rated sheathing is a non-combustible coating that is applied to structural wood panels, and it can be used any place where someone is interested in increasing strength and fire in a building structure, places where it's required by the building code, interior wall surfaces, or as a thermal barrier to foam plastics. I think BlazeGuard is going to be especially useful in areas that are prone to wildfire. It can help stop the progression of fire into a building. It can keep the building from igniting for enough time for the fire front to move through.
Conduction works, it held up well. The conduction really good.
For a fact, you got your total model comparison.